Hi. It's a very randomly timed Happy Hustle show today because I have just got the most full on day with my day job and doing loads of meetings with staff from a company, and some people are on night shift and some people are on like an early shift. So just lots of random meetings spaced out through the day. So I've got some over tea time, and then I've got my live in the Happy Hustle Hive paid membership group tonight, so I wasn't sure when I was going to be able to squeeze it in. Hi, Joe. Thanks for coming to join me. I was going to try and do it at lunchtime, so maybe more people would be about, but I've literally just finished my interviews. So I wanted to talk to you today about Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So if you have not had a side hustle before at this time of year, which I think the majority of people haven't, you have a really exciting time ahead. Black Friday, Cyber Monday was obviously, and still is, a massive thing in America. It was probably only about 5 years ago that the whole Black Friday thing came over here. But what it does is it sort of encourages people to shop. And it's really good to be a part of that. Now, some people have quite strong opinions about that. I've got friends who absolutely refuse to buy anything on Black Friday because they feel, and actually I think there's an alternative movement called I can't remember, but something about don't buy anything on Black Friday and instead like detox from social media or whatever. But for a small business, whether it's a product or a service, Black Friday and Cyber Monday are biggies. So Black Friday in America is the day after Thanksgiving, and Cyber Monday is the Monday following that. Now, lots of people do, or lots of organizations do an event that goes from Black Friday to Cyber Monday, so that kind of Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's a really common time when you'll see organizations offering discounts. So as a side hustler, it makes sense for you to have something in place, in my opinion, for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, unless you feel really, really anti the Black Friday Cyber Monday thing. It is, in my opinion, it's a really good opportunity to get your side hustle seen at a time when people are purchasing. Now, as you know, I sell through Amazon, and Amazon are making a really big deal this year of the 2 weeks before Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And the logic is that we are in unprecedented times, as you've heard over and over and over again this year. But people are likely to be buying even earlier, and also so much more likely to be buying online than they were before. There's been a massive shift. Whether we like it or not in society, there's been a massive shift from buying from a brick and mortar store to buying online, which works for us with our side hustles. So, yeah, the thought is that people are likely to be shopping then, and probably in the run up to then. In fact, the whole of November really is likely to be a boom month for anybody that is selling online. Black Friday, Cyber Monday thing is also quite a good cutoff because it's sitting towards the end of November. It's quite a nice cutoff for anybody who's selling overseas. One thing to absolutely bear in mind that I have learned through the years is that it's obviously super important if someone's buying something for Christmas that they receive it before Christmas. And if you post things out, so if you've got a service or whatever, this isn't applicable, but if you've got a product that you post out, and something that normally if you post first class might take a couple of days or a day, because the Royal Mail is incredible for the price, I think. But in December, things start to take longer. So something where I could be sure it would arrive next day before might take 3 or 4 days. When you're sending overseas, it gets even more complex. So my advice for overseas sales, and you'll get a lot of these on Etsy. So Etsy is really where most of my overseas sales comes from. Most of them are from America. If you're posting to America, my advice is to kind of cut off your sales probably at the end of November, the very early December at the very latest. And that means that people should get their products in plenty of time for Christmas. Where you cause yourself a whole load of grief is if you wait until what Royal Mail says is the last posting day to post overseas, because those are not guaranteed. And again, from experience, I think Royal Mail says if you buy a label on Etsy, I think it says something like if you buy first class international standard, I think it says it's supposed to be there in kind of 4 to 6 days. Can't quite remember exactly, but in my experience, it takes kind of 9 to 11 business days to get to America. Not always, but it's always better to underestimate and over deliver. So anyway, the point of that is that not only does Black Friday, Cyber Monday become a great selling opportunity in itself, but also it's quite a nice cut-off for overseas sales to go, right, Cyber Monday or just after Cyber Monday would be the last time that I'm selling overseas. For the UK, it's not such a big deal. You can sell kind of right up to, well, I wouldn't go with the last posting date, but as long as you're going a few days before that, you'll probably be fine. So Black Friday, Cyber Monday, something to be aware of, something to really jump on the bandwagon of, in my opinion, unless you have really strong feelings as to why not to do that. I would suggest you do. For inspiration, I would be looking at your competition, particularly big organizations, and have a look at when they start drip feeding out their Black Friday, Cyber Monday email campaign, when you start seeing their social media posts about it, and take some inspiration from that. Obviously, don't be too inspired. We absolutely don't copy anybody here, but you can certainly get a sense that if the big organizations are starting their Black Friday campaigns, probably in the next few weeks, I would imagine, as soon as you see those trickling into your email box, then it's quite a nice reminder for you that it would be appropriate time for you to do something. The other thing about Black Friday, Cyber Monday is it is likely to be busy, especially if you're selling through Etsy or Amazon. So one of the really big customer storefronts. So when you're selling through there are millions of people logging onto Etsy looking for those Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals. Etsy will put out an email in advance or a notification in advance to say, if you want to participate in our Black Friday, Cyber Monday event, this is the discount that you need to give, and here's how you participate. So look out for that. They haven't seen anything about it this year yet, but that's what's always happened in previous years. When you are within Etsy's Black Friday, Cyber Monday event, and it's the same with Amazon. I've had loads of emails over the last couple of weeks from Amazon about this as well. They will more heavily promote your shop, so it's really worthwhile doing, and that's why you need to make sure that your prices are good now, that you can offer a discount, because when offering a discount takes it down, so you're not really making much of a profit. Hi, Sarah. Then you can't participate in these, and these big sales really do bring in a mega high volume. It's the same with Amazon Prime Day. It really encourages people to shop. People are there with the intention that they're going to do their holiday shopping. They're going to they have their credit card in their hand or their debit card in their hand. So you want to be participating in those if you can. Because of that, you need to be ready. So you need to be thinking about your inventory now. So the supplies that you need for whatever the thing is that you make. You need to be thinking about this now, because COVID has definitely made the supplier element of, certainly for my hustle, for my hand stamped jewelry side of things, it's definitely slightly more difficult to get hold of all the stamping blanks that I need, and there's definitely more of a delay. I have some that come in from China, I have some that come in from Australia, some that come in from America, and some that are UK based. A lot of manufacturers just shut down, and so suppliers tend to be really busy. about now. So over the next few weeks, as people are stocking up for not just Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but also for Christmas orders as well. So think about that in advance. Don't overcommit yourself, but you want to be kind of having a think about how many things you would like to sell and making sure that you've got the supplies for those as well. How rude of your boss, Kirsty. Okay, so inventory decisions. Then, so what's really interesting is I got an email. So my website is through my personal website, not my personal website, my website as in not my Etsy or my Amazon shop, but my own Thieves Jewelry website is hosted by Shopify. And Shopify have really interesting marketing emails that they send to you regularly. You don't have to have a Shopify store to sign up for their emails. So I would suggest that you do, because there's some really interesting information in them. I don't always get a chance to read them, to be honest. I got so many emails. But what struck me today was that they sent through this email about current pandemic product trends. I thought, oh, this is interesting because this is obviously going to be face masks, isn't it? So they put, we all can't speak. Honestly, I've just spoken all morning and I've got like such a long day. Let me try again to read this to you. You always want to highlight your best sellers during BFCM, so that Black Friday, Cyber Monday. If you ever see that, what's the word? Mnemonic? Abbreviation is the word. BFCM, so that means Black Friday, Cyber Monday. But this year, it would be wise to also consider products that have seen an uptake in demand since the pandemic. And here is Shopify's list of products that have seen an uptake in demand. So this comes from their internal product categories. So obviously face masks is number one, but also indoor and outdoor furniture. In fact, I was speaking to somebody who runs a blinds company. So they supply blinds for new homes and whatever. And he was telling me that they just cannot keep up. So people are really, because some people had, obviously not everybody's in the financial position, but there are some people that had money set aside for a holiday that had their money to spare, that are spending it on their house, because people are spending a lot more time in their houses than they did before, and their gardens over the summer. So he said, because I was saying to him, oh, how has lockdown affected things? And he said, we have never been busier. It's absolutely incredible. We can't keep up. So anything to do with outdoor and indoor furniture, anybody that makes any sort of decoration that can be used in your house, like a sign, or for lovely Jorbay, like Jorbay's flowers, or, if there's anything that, that makes your home an even more homely place, and especially with a sort of festive theme to it, then there's a big demand for that. Anything that can be used in the garden as well. Still selling very, very well. Anything to do with home office equipment and accessories. So again, it could be things like notebooks, or I don't know what we could make as side hustles that would be home office equipment, but certainly I've got plenty of planners, pens, things to make your home office look nice. Board games and puzzles. There's always a big rush on board games and puzzles before Christmas. But again, a lot of families spending time with each other now and looking for something to do. So anything around that, if that's relevant. Exercise equipment, self-care and beauty products, a lot more money being spent on those. And in the run up to Christmas, that'll be even higher. And leisure wear, that made me laugh. Leisure wear, that means trousers that don't have a bit of lycra in them, doesn't it? Because we can only all be seen from the top up. So who knows what's going on down here? I saw a meme on Facebook the other day that said, when you're a work at home mum, when you put a pair of jeans on and your kids ask you like what important meeting you've got on today because you've put on jeans. Okay, so those are the pandemic product trends. I thought those were interesting. If there's anything that you can do in your product that would kind of become a Christmas theme on that, then please take inspiration from those. If you've got a service, because I know this has been quite product based so far, if you've got a service, gift cards, beautiful gift vouchers for Christmas, those gift vouchers that you get and they're in a beautiful box and they've got a ribbon around them, and they maybe have some sort of gold lettering, or just something that is a beautiful present. You can obviously just do a gift voucher that's a PDF that's printable, but particularly, well, no, that's unfair. I was going to say particularly for kind of men wanting to buy a gift for their wife, but that might be unfair. But for somebody that's just looking for a gift, sometimes a downloaded voucher. Like last year, I decided I was going to get my husband 12 months of date nights. So what I decided to do was to buy some like It Is On and Groupon vouchers. And every month, the idea was, obviously lockdown killed all of this, but the idea was that we were going to go out for a meal once a month, or, you know, sometimes like stay overnight in a hotel if I could get a really good deal. And we were just going to do that once a month. And that was going to be our Christmas present to each other. He didn't know it, but I decided that. And I was so happy with the idea. But when I started, and I didn't want to buy too many of the It Is Ons, I'm so glad I didn't, because I could have used them. But it looked rubbish. Like I really wanted it to be a gift that I could have gone and he would have opened it and gone, wow, look at this, it looks amazing. So a downloaded voucher, you know, so anything, everybody in here is creative, any way you can think of. And obviously you can have gift vouchers for product-based businesses as well. I sell them. I haven't got a beautiful gift voucher though, so I'm just thinking about that as I say it. Like, so there might even be a market for someone to make beautiful boxes, packaging for gift vouchers. So gift cards. The next one is organizing your sales. So thinking about, okay, for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, there is a bit of an expectation that some of your products, or at least one of your products, is going to be discounted. Think about what will that be. So don't be making that decision like a couple of days before. Start thinking now, what could I offer at a discount? What might be a really appealing present? What could I photograph beautifully that would make people go, whoa, I want that? Because the next stage is once you decide what you're going to reduce, and you can reduce it just for Black Friday, you can reduce it just for Cyber Monday. A lot of people and a lot of places do Friday through to Monday, so like a 4-day sale. You can do longer than that if you want. There's something about scarcity, you know, the kind of psychological impact of scarcity. So it's only at this price for 4 days. If you go, it's at this price for the whole of November, people go, oh, right, okay, well, there's no rush to buy it. Whereas if you go, okay, this finishes at midnight on Monday, it gives people the incentive to go, right, okay, I'll go and find my purse. So decide what you're going to reduce, and then craft your offer. So it could be, something that's really useful is to bundle products together as well. So you could say, you know, this is this price, but if you were to buy this bundle, that's got 20% off it or whatever. So think about items that could be bundled together so you can get more sales. Or you could do one thing that I did a couple of years ago, actually, was you could do a daily deal. So if you have enough products, you could pick one product a day and do a reduction in that product. And I did it as a bit of an advanced advent calendar. So obviously an advent calendar starts on the 1st of December, but that's sort of getting a little bit too late. You could maybe, depends how quickly you can create your products, but I did mine in November, and I called it, like, I didn't call it advanced advent calendar because that really is, I'm sure I had a great name for it, but I can't remember what it was now. Anyway, every day I did social media posts, and I sent people an email, everybody on my list, an email with, this is the product of the day, and it has this amount of it. But at midnight tonight, that will go back to full price again. So you could do a series of daily deals, you could do packages. So just think about, what could I reduce? What might be something that would interest people this Black Friday, Cyber Monday? And then once you've decided that, you want to be creating some images. So you want to be creating an image to share on social media. You want to basically be creating an ad. As you know, Canva it's such a brilliant place to do that. Other graphic design software exists, but not any that I find that's as intuitive as Canva. For those of you within the paid membership in the Hive, we've got a Canva masterclass coming up. So hopefully that will be in time to help you with that. And then at the very end of it, once you have had your sale and you've made the most of this Black Friday, Cyber Monday period, it's really useful to reflect on, okay, what worked, what didn't, what did I see other organizations doing, what might I try next year? Because the whole way that we get better in business and we get better at marketing is to go, right, okay, what could the incremental improvement be here? How could we make it even better next year? So I have talked at you straight for 20 minutes, and because I've got such a tight window to squeeze in this Happy Hustle show, but that was on my mind today, and it is something that we need to start to think about, because Black Friday, Cyber Monday is at the end of November. It's the latter half of November. So given we're in October, it's time to start thinking, what product or products am I going to offer, and what sort of discount could I get? So start thinking about that now, start thinking about your graphics, and then you'll be ready. So as soon as you see as soon as you see one of your competitors, start with the social media posts, starting with the emails. That's your cue to make sure that you get on it. It's probably a bit early to start at the beginning of October, but certainly by the beginning of November, you definitely want to be ready to go with that. And actually probably a bit before that, you can start doing like, teaser posts. So you can say something exciting's coming, if you don't finish your Christmas shopping yet, because this is all, there's about to be some sort of amazing offer. Okay. I am going to go, because I now need to go and phone somebody else. For those of you in the Happy Hustle Hive, I will be there at 6:30 tonight. It's a little bit earlier than normal, so I will meet you. It's not a Zoom tonight, it's just a live, so I'll meet you in the Hive at 6:30. And for the rest of you, have a fantastic weekend, and I will be back on Monday, and hopefully it'll be a little bit less manic. Okay, right, take care everybody. Thanks for joining me. Bye.